week 4 of training for the Warwickshire Bear Ultra.
So it's Saturday morning and I'm here volunteering at parkrun this morning. I was going to run it myself this morning, but got an email saying that they needed more volunteers, and I thought, well, I can't, put the event in jeopardy. So here I am. It's a lovely morning, nice and sunny morning, and shockingly, I am back down by the canals. Really got a thing for the canals at the moment, quite clearly. But yeah, looking forward to this, especially with the Sutton Fun Run tomorrow. Got out and did run number 2 of the week last night, but forgot to take the GoPro, so got no footage on that one. But yeah, so here we go. It's Sunday, it's the morning of the Sutton Fun Run, and I'm just heading down towards the start line to see if I can find Dave and Gray so we can get started. Atmosphere's great as always, lots of people in fancy dress, seeing lots of fun stuff going on, lots of dogs, so it's going to be a really good day. 8.5 miles to tackle, nice and straightforward he says, but there is cardiac hill along the way as well. So you're joining me on the 4th and final run of week 4 of this training block, and oddly this week is a recovery week of some sort in that it's lower mileage. However, I've had a weird week. It's been half term, so been off doing various bits and pieces. Got out for a run with Ruben and the dog earlier in the week, which you'll see. Got out for a run Friday night, but forgot the GoPro, so no footage. And then today I had the Royalsuttonfunrun, which is 8.5 miles in Sutton. Do it near enough every year and love that run. So went and got that done earlier today. However, the 2 runs that I did get in earlier this week were lower mileage than I really needed them to be. So last night I was going to go out and get some decent miles in, once again, to be honest, probably could have forced myself out, but by the time that the kids were in bed, eaten, etc., which obviously has happened before already on this block, it was about 9 o'clock by the time I was finally done with food, etc., and should have got out, but it again sounds really weird. It was the thought of having to shower and go through all that rigmarole which actually stopped me from going out yesterday. Very strange, I know. As I said, this is meant to be a recovery week this week, but yet here I am today doing a double run day, which doesn't sound much like it should be in a recovery week to me. Don't know about you, but reason being, and I'm taking a positive from this, is I looked at the weekly mileage and was about 10 miles short of the weekly target, and it just didn't sit right with me. I thought, no, after that first week of the block, everything's largely gone fairly well. Fairly good mileage. I know we're only 4 weeks in, so not a lot to compare to, but yeah, it just didn't sit right with me. So I thought, get out, tired legs, something that I know you're meant to build into a training block for an ultra, admittedly further on down the line as far as I'm aware, but I thought, get out, get some miles in. Still going to push me closer to my target for this week, even if I don't quite hit it. I think that's a bit of a win for me, especially considering that this week there has been times where, again, I've just let my mental state, as in laziness, let's call it what it is, win, and I shouldn't do. So now here I am, not letting that win and actually doing the complete opposite of it. So quite proud of myself in a weird sort of way for actually getting out tonight and getting some extra miles on the board. So we'll see how this goes. This is the second run that I've done with these bone conducting headphones on. Just felt like I could probably do with a bit of music tonight to really keep me going, with it being the second run of the day, and it's really helping, and I'm really rating these. I obviously don't have a point of comparison to any other brand because, as I said last week, I've never used them before, but very impressed with these so far. Currently got a bit of Taylor Swift Midnights on, unashamedly massive Swiftie, love a bit of Tay-Tay. Definitely keeping me motivated more than I thought it would as well. Make of that what you will. But yeah, loving them, doing a great job, keeping me going. Just hit over 4 miles on this one. Let's see where we get to. But feeling good so far, gotta be honest. I know I'm tired, and I know the legs are a bit heavy, and heart rate's a bit higher than I'd like it to be, but expected, I suppose. But yeah, so see where we get to, as I said. Run and just having a nice steady walk back to home now. Finished on 7 miles, so obviously 3 short of hitting the target for this week, but I'll take that. As I've already said, I think this is actually more of a win than a loss, and if I'm being honest, probably could have got the last 3 miles in with a fair degree of ease. You know, legs don't feel too tired, cardio was still good, etc. But just reached a point where I needed to pop into a shop on the way home, and knew I was coming up to a shop, so did so. I just thought to myself, I'm not going to overdo it, even though, as I've already said, I don't think it would have been too bad getting those last 3 miles in. At the end of the day, this week was meant to be recovery week, and I suppose it hasn't really been a proper recovery week. Admittedly, I've only actually been out running 3 days this week. The first run was lovely and easy with Ruben and the dog. Second run was fairly easy as well. So it's just today really that's been more intense. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I wish I'd have got out a little bit more, spaced it out obviously, and had a bit of a proper recovery week, but that'll come. Still only 4 weeks into the block. It's a 20-week training block, as I've already said, but feeling really good, feeling like I'm really building towards something, which is nice. So yeah,